everyone, Miss Brown here. We are going to talk about laws of exponents. We're going to do some practice. We're going to take what we have already talked about, the rules, and do some practice. But first, I want to remind you about those rules so that when we are multiplying exponents, we keep the base. Let's see if I can fix this. Yeah, keep the base. And we add the exponents. When we divide, we keep the base. And we subtract the exponents. If exponents have exponents, which means if you have an exponent raised to an exponent, then you multiply those. Multiply the exponents. Okay. Remember, anything to the power of 0 is equal to 1. That is except 0. Negative exponents mean that the number is in the wrong place. And if for some reason something looks real crazy, see what you can do with your calculator. Remember, you have true, false. Some things you can graph and match. If it is a multiple choice type thing. Okay. All right. Let's go down here and let's practice each one of these rules. All right. Okay, so remember we are multiplying these. When we multiply, we are also multiplying the numbers. So we have 4 times 2. 4 times 2 is 8. And then we have our bases are x and our exponents are 4 plus a 2. We're multiplying, so we have to add them, 4 plus 2. And then remember this little 1 over here. This guy hides all the time, so we're going to add him. All right, so we have 8x. We have 4 plus 2 plus 1. 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. Okay, so we're good with that. All right, 8x to the 7th power. Pretty good, right? All right, so the next one we have a division problem. This was multiplying, this is the division. So we have 3 over 9, 3 divided by 9. If you remember, your calculator will simplify fractions for you. A fraction is nothing but a division problem, so I did 3 divided by 9. Simplifies it to 1/3. Okay. Excuse me. So that is 1/3. Excuse me. All right, and then I have a to the 2nd power. I have to subtract the 5th power from that. I have b's as a common base. I have a 5 on the top, and then remember this 1, I have to subtract that 1 from there. So what I end up with is 1/3 a to the -3 power. He's not going to be happy. And then b to the 5 minus 1, which is the 4th power. Okay. Whenever I said he wasn't happy, that means he's at the top as a negative, so he needs to move to the bottom as a positive. So this 3 is already on the bottom, so we're going to leave him on the bottom. He's happy there. And I have a to the 3rd power there. B to the 4th power is okay up at the top. That 1 is okay up there. You can write a 1 or you can leave it out. It doesn't matter. Okay? All right. That is it. All right. So now we have we have exponents raised to exponents. We have r squared and s to the fourth power raised to exponents. Now remember this number out here also applies to everything inside the parentheses. So that means that the 6 is raised to the third power. It's 3 groups of each one of these things inside the parentheses. You have to remember that. So r squared is raised to the third power, and s to the fourth power is raised to the third power. So let's do each one of those. 6 to the third power is, hang on just a second. 6 raised to the third power is 216. All right. And then, so this is 216. And then r squared raised to the third power. That means we multiply these. 2 times 3 is 6. S to the fourth power. This is a 4, not a 9. Make sure you can read your handwriting. Don't do like me. 4 times 3 is 12. So then we have 216 r to the 6, s to the 12. Okay. Anything raised to the 0 power, here's that special rule, is equal to a 1. Okay. Not too bad, right? All right, y'all. We have this one. It is some negatives there. So we're going to take care of making sure that they go to the right place. So we have 5 over 11. I have x to the third power and x to the negative 2 power. All right, so I'm going to come over here. I have x to the third minus at the negative 2, right? Minus negative 2. I'm just going to do it like that, I guess. Y to the negative 2 power minus 3. Okay, so what that works out to is x to the 3 minus a negative makes that a positive, plus 2, right? And then I have y, negative 2 minus 3 is a negative 5. You can do that in your calculator if you want. Let's see, we had a, excuse me, we had a 3 minus a negative 2, made that a 5. And then we had a negative 2 minus 3. That was a negative 5. Okay. All right. Let's go back over here. So this was x to the 5th, and this is y to the negative 5th. All right. So my x to the 5th is okay up here at the top, right? Y to the negative 5th would not be okay at the top. He wants to go over here to the bottom as a positive 5th power. So here's what I kind of look at whenever I look at these, okay? So this negative 2 doesn't like it up here, so I'm going to move him up here. I'm going to work this a different way. I have 5 over 11. I have x to the third. X to the negative second doesn't like it down here, so I'm going to move it up here as a positive. All right? Down here on the bottom, I still have y to the third. Y to the negative 2 doesn't like it at the top, so I'm going to move it down here as a positive. Makes it a whole lot easier now to do this, to multiply them. X to the third times x to the second makes this x to the 5th. Y to the third times y to the second makes this y to the 5th. Can you see that? Okay. There we go. I'll do that for you. All right. And the last one, we're bringing it all together. First, we're going to simplify the 2 over 6 in our calculator. I'm going to do 2 divided by 6 because it will simplify it for us. 1 over 3. All right, so we have a 1 over 3. All right, and then I'm going to do everything inside of these parentheses first. All right, and then remember a while ago whenever I moved stuff around over there? So this a to the negative 2 doesn't like it on the bottom, so I'm going to move it up here with this a to the 5th. And we'll move that up there, a to the positive 2 power, okay? b to the 0 power is just a 1, right? We're going to make that just a big 1. b to the third is happy down there in the bottom. C to the negative 1 doesn't like it up here, down there, so we're going to move him up there along with the C to the 1 power. All right. So what I end up with, let's move this over here. I have a 1/3. I have a to the 7th on the top, c squared, and then on the bottom I have b to the 3rd. All of that is squared, right? All right, now remember, this applies to everything inside the parentheses. Okay, 1 squared is just 1, right? All right, 3 squared is 9. And now I have to take care of my exponents. A to the 7th raised to the 2nd power, so 7 times 2 is 14. Let me highlight those for you. 7 times 2 gets you the 14. And then c to the 2nd times 2 raised to the 2nd power is 4. And then down here I have b to the 3rd raised to the 2nd power. 3 times 2 is 6. Okay. So that would be my answer. This would be, I got this by doing 7 times 2. I got this by doing 2 times 2. And this one 3 times 2. That's how I got those. Okay. So it would be a to the 14th, c to the 4th, over 9b to the 6th. All right, y'all. That is it for this video. I will see you on, oh, actually, no, you have your Canvas assignment problems are on the next page of your packet. It's number 1 through 10. So I'm going to move over here so you can see it. You need to work these problems. Work them out on this paper because you're going to have to take a picture of this and you're going to have to upload it. That's the last question you have to do. So make sure that you're doing this work on this paper because you're going to have to upload that picture. That's one of the problems, and that's the biggest portion of that assignment. So make sure you're doing that, okay? All right. Y'all have a great day.